Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. Me, Matt. Got a 1v1 here on Crossroads again. It seems to be a very popular 1v1 map. On the Eastern Front, for the players. For Germany we have Professor as Leichter Division for the Wehrmacht. And we have Q as the Soviet Union, obviously, without the commander choice yet, so this should be interesting to see what's gonna happen. The Soviets are just gonna go for conscripts early, which seems to be a rather basic opening. Conscripts are pretty handy to get out early and just cover a lot of the field. So the Germans have gone for double Volksgrenadier, but they also have teched up with the barracks so they can get some better troops and even some machine guns. Volksgrenadiers quickly rushing out to get some territory. Conscripts have arrived on the field and will probably spread out to capture as much ground as they can. I do enjoy Eastern Front battles a lot more than Western Front battles, in my own opinion. I think the Eastern Front is just a lot more fascinating to look at because the Soviets can get some pretty damn interesting stuff. Soviets are taking sandbags as they to capture territory. Pretty basic thing to do. Kugelwagen with an MG42 coming out for the Wehrmacht. Pretty basic thing if you're playing as like this, you get access to it. That'd be quite handy to have. So it's not getting anything else at the moment. Well, the conscripts are still moving. Soviets are getting a Frontoviki now. Actual baseline frontline infantry for the Soviet Union that are much better than conscripts. They will actually be a surprise to some people at how powerful they can actually be. Ooh, Tapper's waiting in ambush here. Wehrmacht is securing the center. Seeing a mine. Ooh, a shoe minen. Nice to see. Good to see early mining done. Something most German infantry can do. They're opening fire now with their visual Sturmgewehrs at the moment. But they've captured the point. They just need to pull back and get into a better position. Meanwhile, the Frontoviki are pushing up down here. Grenadiers are being recruited now for the Wehrmacht. Better long-range infantry than the Volksgrenadiers generally. Most of the Volksgrenadiers are just going to try and hold the center. Meanwhile, the conscripts are preparing to charge. The Kugelwagen is also present. I think the Germans might be able to hold this. Yeah, I think the Kugelwagen really helped there. And the Volksgrenadiers are still holding. Molotov going out though. Oof, took some losses, but they still managed to hold it. It looks like the Germans have won this first initial engagement. Tank hunters coming out for the Soviet Union. Anti-tank armed infantry can get early, and the Kugelwagen needs to move quickly. Oh, flamethrower! Very cheeky move right there. But there goes the engineers. That's a big loss early. Looks like the Germans got the upper hand here. Grenadiers are quickly rushing up to get behind cover to hold this position. Grenadiers will do really good at long range combat. Oh, they vaulted the wall. Probably not what I intended to do. Could get behind the wall again. There we go. No idea if they'll win that engagement though. Especially because there's a PTIS firing at them a bit here and then. So far they are currently getting more shots out though. Rifle grenade going out. Didn't hit anything. Germans have finally captured the fuel. MT-42 come out in the field for the Wehrmacht. Pretty potent machine gun for the Germans. Molotov from the tank hunters. And PTIS hitting the Kugelwagen. Looks like the Grenadier might get out of there. Also some Panzer Grenadiers are arriving by an Opel Blitz truck now. Still no commander choice from the Soviets. MG42 set up. And spreading the tank hunters. MG42 will shred most things out in the open. The Panzer Grenadiers are now disembarked. These are pretty interesting Panzer Grenadiers. They can actually repair and everything. That's something all Panzergrenadiers can do. Maybe I'm on MP40s, they're going for close range combat. You would also give them an Gewehr 43s to really improve their close to medium range capabilities. I actually think MP40s and Gewehr 43s in this unit is a pretty good combination. Germans are recuperating back in the base. I think the MP40 needs to set up in some location. Probably set up behind here, in all honesty. But I guess he likes this bush. It's his bush.
Shoots in here.
As Grenadiers are so far just holding their ground.
Yes?
Looks like there might be a tech up here for the Wehrmacht. The Pioneers are... Yep. We have a tech up here for the Waffenkammer. Here too. Service have gotten their own Saber back and they might be taking up as well. Yep, going for tier 2 support weapon Campania.
What do you need?
It looks like they intend to repair the Kulwagen, but now they're just using it for cover. They're pulling back to the sandbags after that. Von Savigi will keep them at bay from those sandbags for a while. Oh, he's going for destroying the Kubelwagen. Okay. They're denying it for the Germans to recover a bit of DPM. Big Volksgrenadier force here on the northern flank.
Red Army at your service.
What are they gonna do is the question. That was moving back to the front line now after that. So it's gonna get medics back at the base. There we go. That's gonna help healing up the troops. 2-1 coming out for the Wehrmacht. MD-42 being equipped on the Grenadiers with a mobile suppression weapon. Volksgrenadiers working in junction to try and push out these conscripts. Great assault going out though to deny the ground. Good great assault.
Scout car has arrived.
And that's gonna leave the Soviets to win that encounter. Oh, we have... Oh, what's this? We have rifle! And we have the NKVD coming onto the field. What? Okay, we have NKVD troops on the field. Not a unit we see very often. It's a battle group available to Rifle Division. And they're being armed with the Fedorov Automat. Essentially, this is an automatic rifle created by the Russian Empire, I believe, after the war they had with Japan. This is a very old weapon, actually. It was actually quite... I believe it was actually fully automatic, leaving it to be somewhat like an early battle rifle slash assault rifle. Which a lot of people don't actually know. It's a very fascinating weapon. But I don't think the NKVD has anything to stop a 2-2-1 with. That's about to become a 2-2-2. Soviets are taking some heavy losses here. Meanwhile, the Panzergrenadier is pushing up here. Good supporting. NKVD have been spotted though. Because this counts as a scout vehicle. So you can spot them a lot easier. Because NKVD troops can actually hide, if you're wondering. He's throwing a satchel. Oh, that might not be close enough. Still a very cheeky move. It was close enough, holy shit! Okay. Good job, NKVD.
What do you need?
Now, let's see if the Panzergrenadiers can stop NKVD troops. Here they come with their Fedorov Automat. Oh yeah, the NKVD is pretty skilled, I believe. They're not bad infantry. NKVD, for those wondering, I believe was essentially the secret police, well not really secret, but the military police of the Soviet Union. I'm not sure what NKVD stands for because I'm not good at Russian, obviously. But I believe these guys were pretty notorious. They were kind of like the, what's the word, like the Gestapo kind of thing. For the Soviet Union, like the Germans had the Gestapo. I'm not an expert on the NKVD, but I know they were a big part of political repression. There was these guys. That much I know. Just check if I am recording. I am, good. Apologies for that, I just want to make sure. We also have a sniper coming in. Who looks like it's a female sniper this time. Very cool. Russians actually have male and female sniper models, which also is an indication of the fact that I believe the Russians had a lot of women in the sniper corps. Russians actually had a little more egalitarian in this military at the time compared to others. Even had a lot of female pilots. Pretty fascinating stuff. The sniper team is gonna be quite good. He's already taking pot shots at the pack. Oh, we have some voice critics coming up here with Thompsons of all things. And now the NKVD is gonna open fire. The Federal of Automat is actually doing a pretty good job. Grenade on the snipers though. Both grenadiers got killed. Sniper almost died. Yeah, I appreciate we see more battle group troop units. We rarely see all those units on the field, so I appreciate it. I hope you all do too. Panzer Grenadiers on the field now haven't been equipped with the MKB-42, the precursor to the Sturmgewehr, also being equipped with Gewehr 43, so these guys are really damn good at medium range engagements. MG-42 sitting up here for the Wehrmacht. We'll give them a good vantage point here. The NKVD is gonna have to be very careful as they sneak. They've been spotted. Probably because of this 261 nearby. This 261 is a command car, and also serves as a recon vehicle, by the way. They like to have a lot of good recon abilities to keep a track on where the enemy's hidden units are. BD is back at base to heal. Tanker by command coming up. 261 and Panzer Grenadiers pushing northwards here. They've been spotted. Probably because they opened fire. They're doing it for Stalin. They're trying to target down the Panzer Grenadiers. The Panzer Grenadiers are getting a buff for fighting near the vehicle, but they're moving away from it. Oh, that sniper has... what was the sniper trying to do? I think the NKVD might have to pull out of there shortly. Got a conscript squad on the field. And now all the Panzer Grenadiers are pushing upwards. Great assault going that way though. Pretty well aimed at that. Those Panzer Grenadiers have to get out of there. Is he just gonna stick it out? Very risky if he does. Here comes the other NKVD again. With the Federal of Aftermaths. Grenade going out though, and that's an incendiary. Looks like the Germans are being very aggressive today. E-476 being prepared behind us. The Russians are having a little bit harder today. Life is a really good commander in 1v1s, I believe. MG42 can have almost killed the last NKVD. That's how you say it, Matt. Ugh, anyway, he's gone. Commissar has been called in. Unique commander available to rifle company, rifle division for the Soviets. Made to essentially buff all your conscripts and other infantry. But the T-5476 will definitely be a problem for the 261. He doesn't have the firepower to deal with that. But the Pack-40 is on the field. And I believe several of these Panzer Grenadiers do have Panzerfausts. Actually, only the 90th have. Yeah, these guys do not. What are they called? The 200th. Okay, Panzer Grenadier Regiment 200. Oh, NKVD riding a T-34! Okay, that's kind of cool, not gonna lie. He's just standing on it. What a chat. 261 is gonna get a little bit of a surprise here shortly. Now, if you're on a T-3476, you do not have a long firing range, unfortunately. So he needs to get closer for the NKVD to start firing. They're also still quite vulnerable while they're sitting on it. It does actually provide a lot of cover on that angle. Pack-40 is trying to move up to get a shot. Commissar is nearby. Oh, good shot there. NKVD disembarking. Artillery called in by the Commissar. Artillery called in return. Oh, and the 76 lands just in time. Also got a damage to the German front line.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
Oh, that's bad for the Germans. They've lost a lot of infantry right here. Yeah, more replacements already being prepared now. Good comeback there from the Soviet Union. And 261 still has no gun. Germans basically lost their entire front line right there.
The enemy is taking our territory.
But here's an F8. Suk being loaded with high explosives so it can serve as an anti-infantry vehicle. And the T-34 did go down. One NKVD called in. This one with another NKVD unit. Dushka and a mortar as well as an NKVD sniper. Not an NKVD sniper, but another sniper team. These are 4-man elite units, I believe, from the NKVD, while these ones are just experienced 6-man. This elite one can also be armed with double sniper, actually, which can be quite intense. F1 is so far causing quite a lot of trouble, though. I believe these are NKVD motorized troops, actually. The ones with like 4-man. NKVD is still in the pack. The Russians do need any AT they can get at the moment. Because it's a battle of basically the Communist Party's own private forces and the Wehrmacht at the moment. That's something I expected to see. I did not expect to see an NKVD heavy battle. But I like it. I appreciate to see the NKVD actually being used.
We are awaiting orders.
261 is operational again. More Panzer Grenadiers on the field, so we have double Panzer Grenadiers now. I see a lot of 1v1s on this map, actually. I guess it's just very popular because you get straight into the action, I wager. You go for a KV1. That would be quite a surprise. KV1 is kind of neat.
Long live our great motherland, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics.
And there goes your Soviet propaganda. All the Soviet chatter going on at the moment. And here we have the double sniper teams. One male, one female. They'll definitely cause a lot of fear for the Germans that are trying to move around. Sniper tactics can be very demoralizing to an army. Especially the infantry. NKVD armed pack moving about. And even NKVD, you just use most of the guns. Yeah, it looks like that. That's the mechanized and armored force of the Light Division. Pack setting up. Oh, it's there. Dushke is in a clear line of fire. Pack's supposed to overshot. Pack 40 open fire. The sniper teams are trying to get some shots in. Oh, Dushke down.
We have lost a machine gun crew.
261 down to the pack. And the sniper team is just slowly picking away at the Germans here. Oh, there goes another one. Command half-track called in. Another command vehicle will be able to like division. Also another MG34 by the looks of it. Or MG42 rather. Just the other NKVD unit, it's just hiding. Where's the lead NKVD? They have been equipped with double snipers, by the way. Because they're overwatching the southern front where the Frontoviki is trying to hold up.
Men, on me.
The double sniper makes this unit quite intense. NKVD sneaking about. Oh, they're sniping away at the machine gun. Okay. Like, this is a very lethal support squad. Mostly because of that extra firepower they do. Like the double snipers can really be a big deal, like if they're supporting a front line. Like, it's not often you get a 4-man squad with double sniper rifles. MG42's opening fire on them. Well, they need to get behind cover, stay behind the hay belt. doing for Stalin. That elite squad is doing a lot of work. Here comes the half-track though, and they don't have any AT weapons. It's the same issue that the normal NKVD troops suffer from, but they are getting a Piat. Be very cautious wherever they move. This squad's just causing so much damage to this NG-42. Yeah, it's almost been equipped. And Piat should be equipped now. There we go. Lend-Lease equipment that the Soviets Soviets got a lot of Lend-Lease equipment actually. Good Piat shot, taking out the half-track.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Like honestly, the Soviets had a lot of Lend-Lease equipment, but it's cool to see the Piat being used too. You barely see a lot of these interesting weapons that the NKVD you get to use. No KB1 by looks of it yet. So you might not have a... Oh! Stuka comes in for a strafe. Almost killing the NKVD squad. An elite NKVD squad was almost killed too. Wow. But he did pull them back in time. Panzerwerfer coming out for the Germans. That's a pretty potent weapon. Yeah, well, the double sniper teams still... one sniper team is going to this flank. The female one is hitting towards the middle. Some good shots up, but the F8 is there to open fire. You can actually give them a second sniper rifle once they are veterans 2. But he might be going for veterans 3 for the SVT sniper version. F8 is trying to shoot them though. Need to get moving, I think. And there goes one of them. F8 is pushing forwards. This other team does not have a... Oh, it does have a Piat. There we go. Good ambush right there. And a satchel charge on it. Yeah, that's good use of the NKVD right there. Might be because they don't have the yet one when they're stealth. That might be the thing. Second F8 coming in to replace it. NKVD playing very sneaky tactics here. Flamethrower being equipped here on the Panzergrenadiers. They found it on the ground, the Russian one. Pushing up on the NKVD. Throwing a grenade away. Flamethrower is opening fire on them though, but it might be too late for the Panzergrenadiers. And the Flamethrower is actually doing a good job. But it looks like the Panzergrenadiers lost their nerve. Just because there's other elite NKVD squads nearby. Oh, and there goes the NKVD squad anyway, he moved too much forward. Looks like we have a full tech up going on for the rifle division. I'm not sure why, because I don't think they get anything unique from the final tier building if you're playing as tank. I don't think so anyhow. I might be remembering wrong. Looks like double sappers being prepared behind this. You get the SVT, you get access to the SVT if you're playing as rifle division for your sappers, by the way.
Engineers ready for assignment.
But what's with all these units? Yes, you don't get anything from the final tier building as a rifle, so I don't see the reason why he got it. There might be a reason to it, but I might not understand it. Propaganda letters coming out. Great assault from for the conscripts.
We have lost an MG team.
Panzergrenadiers on the other flank there. F8 still present on the front line. So it's doing pretty well without any vehicles actually. They only had that one T-34 earlier. It's mostly an infantry-focused battle at the moment. He's from the Soviet side. I'm not sure what all these free sappers are going to be for. Still, there's probably some plan. Oh, Panzerwerfer's opening fire. Oh, he's trying to repair the sloop. But that did not really work out, did it? Yes, the Germans anticipated that would happen. Two Sabbath squads did survive, though. What the Soviets gonna do? I would really suggest getting a KV-1, personally. Oh, he's going for the KV-1E mass production! Oh, so he's gonna give all his KV-1s a 30% increased armor. Oh, that's a cheeky move, but he's gonna have to wait a while before he can get a KV-1. The KV-1E is essentially pretty much a brick. Well, the Germans are finally going for tier 4, so they might be going for a Panther. That more in KVD. Oh, we have double of the elite in KVD squads coming out, okay. Also, yeah, these elite guys kind of stealth, unlike the 6-man ones. In case you were wondering. They really are for supporting the front line, not being behind enemy lines or being ambushers, like these guys are. I don't know what the plan is with them. Yeah, double sniper rifles, kinda supposed that. The pack coming after the Germans. I guess they're afraid of Soviet armor. But there's been no indication of Soviet tanks for a while at this point. I suppose he is a little bit paranoid. I understand that.
Assault gun standing by. Squad at the ready.
The Soviets lacking ammunition still. They have a lot of manpower. Unlike the Germans, who has lost a lot of troops, so it's a little bit difficult to replace them. That's a lot of units on the Q side. Be very cautious where he employs them, though. Or deploys them, rather. Well, it's cool to see so many KVD troops. What else can you get? There's lots of various NKVD forces. I think the Soviets are noticing there's not a lot covering the southern flank here. The Xiuminen actually did go off at some point. I missed that, apparently. But I think we might see a German Panther at some point. And he's definitely rushing for a KV-1 now. Although at this point it wouldn't be a rush. It would actually be, I'm not sure what it would be, but it would definitely be a KVE rush. KV-1E. With mid-ball fuel and I imagine we'll see a KV-1E being prepared. Sniper team setting up down here.
Proletarians of all nations, unite.
Not spotting much.
Over there. Here they come. Comrades.
NKVD being spotted here by the Panzergrenadiers, pulling back. And the Panzerwerfer's opening fire. Hitting a bunch of the Sabres. And just various other parts of the front line. NKVD veterans are trying to hold here, or elite NKVD anyway. Yet missed. He's going for the pack. Ooh, and the Piet did not penetrate. Ooh, and these NKVD troops are killing a lot of the Panzergrenadiers. And the pack got the Stuk. Oh my god, the Soviets actually doing pretty well here. Honestly, that was surprising. Germans just lost a lot of squads there to this little engagement. Don't underestimate having a Soviet sniper nearby just picking off at the Germans. This squad is surprisingly good.
What do you need? Do you need something?
The Soviets are still in this pretty heavily. Germans need to get more troops out, and yeah, he is trying. It's very costly. Like, it's 300 manpower for one of these 90 Panzergrenadiers. Whereas I think Q is about to... he was about to get the manpower limit of 2000, but he's getting the KV-1E.
Fresh Panzergrenadiers.
This one should be quite dangerous for the Germans to deal with. We'll probably advance with it. More Panzergrenadiers being prepared behind us. Lots of Panzergrenadiers. That. This Crossroads is very important for the Germans at the moment. I guess it is too for the Soviets. So far not much action is going on at the moment. Once the KV-1 gets out, I think we might see a change of attitude from the Soviets being on the defensive.
That took too long, comrades. Next time we must be
Sniper team slowly creeping up, spotting that there's nothing here to stop them. They're still shooting at the cache for some reason. And KVD is quickly gonna try and grab the fuel. They also do not show an enemy minimap if you're wondering, so that's quite an one. He doesn't actually know this in KVD here, but he knows the sniper is there on the minimap. That's a lot of sniper rifles, holy shit.
How can I help?
Sniper rifles everywhere.
KV-1 heavy tank on station.
Here comes the KV-1E. KV-1 with a 30% increased armor, so that is a lot of extra armor. Definitely gonna be something the Germans need to be quite cautious of, but do have a Panzerwerfer. If the Panzerwerfer can get direct shots on the KV-1, it should be immobilized and killed pretty easily. The sniper rifle's not really the best to destroy caches with. I think KVD's gonna push up alongside the KV-1. Panzerwerfer opening fire on the wrong target. I'd call it a waste of a Panzerwerfer shot. He only needs to focus on that pack. Ooh, that hurt. Engine is busted. Smoke shell going out to cover its retreats. Very smart. The K1 just needs repairs. Oh, this lead squad is getting overrun. Yeah, they got slowed down by the MKBs. There are more Soviet troops nearby. Yep, we are seeing a Panther come out, a command Panther at that for the Germans. A unique final tier commander available to German Leichter. That's a very potent command vehicle, by the way. We'll definitely be able to play around with the KV-1. We'll attempt the rifle grenade, but looks like the Panzer is still holding somehow. Only 2 guys left. That's not gonna hold for long. He's trying to reinforce them from the Opel Blitz. Oh my god, these Panzer Grenadiers is just holding. It really helped them actually get an Oberblitz there. I was just one guy with a DPM though. And they won out. Panther almost on the field. So it's getting in the second KV-1E. Q is playing as rifle, which means he does get access to artillery options if he wants to bombard the Germans. But I guess it's gonna be KV-1E for a while, and he is lacking munitions in all fairness. And going artillery is very munitions heavy. But also I've gotten the veterans. These guys, the 13th Guard veterans. You only get one in the field at a time. They're really damn good units though.
Complaining will not win this war. Dedication will.
Yes.
Double Panzer Grenadiers again. The Man Panther is on the field. Coming in some pretty colorful stripes. Question will be where they intend to use it. Engagement down here by the graveyard. Oh, good shot there from the SIS-3.
Our brave infantry is dying.
Using high explosive shell from the SIS-3. And all these sniper rifles make a nightmare for the Germans to get in the ground. Good attempt with the Panzerwerfer. The Panther's gonna make a move. There's only the SIS-3 really to stop it. The KV-1s could do something potentially. But against the Panther, I think the Panther can pierce the front of a KV-1 pretty easily. And it's high velocity gun. And these NKVD troops don't have any AT, so that's gonna suck. Here comes the KV-1s. One shot there from the Panther. Ooh, not a good shot there from the Panther. Definitely ensuring that the KV-1s stay at bay. Also another sniper team present. Pulling in the Stuka, I think. Perhaps a little bit of an overreaction on the sniper team. Mine's being laid by the NKVD, very smart. Gonna try and hamper the advance of the Panther again if it ever moves. And the thing is, Professor could probably just wait to get a second Panther at this point. Oh, well, we are seeing heavy artillery being set up by the Soviets. A B-4 howitzer. Stalin's sledgehammer, I believe this one has the nickname of. Pretty potent howitzer. Has a 203mm shell. That's a pretty huge shell if you're wondering. The thing is, it's very costly to fire. It requires 120 munitions to just fire its normal barrage. 6 to fire one shell. We'll need to see what he does with it. And then KVD pushing in the center while the Germans are trying to dig sandbags. Definitely allowing the Soviets to win that engagement. These NKVD troops are doing pretty well. I'm surprised the Fedor of Aftermath is really serving out here. Panzergrenadiers nearby though. Will blitz the recruit. And even more NKVD troops. So much NKVD troops, holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen this many NKVD troops in a single battle, actually. But I appreciate Q is like putting on a show for us with them. I suppose the E4 is almost ready to fire now. Just needs a target. And he does have the sight thanks to all these marksmen everywhere. Everyone's moving. Grenadiers coming out instead of Panzer Grenadiers. I guess he just needs more troops on the field at this point, in all honesty. Early warning called out by the Wehrmacht, an ability they have access to if you're playing as Slagter, and several other commanders going to give him flares across the front line to reveal the Soviet positions. You can see here, they are surviving, are landing everywhere. The Panzer Grenadiers are preparing to move. Panzer opening fire. We mobilized one KV. The Panzer Grenadiers are moving forward. That sniper is in trouble. They are dead, in fact. AT gun has been declared. Ooh! Panzer Grenadiers ran into the mine instead of the Panther. One KV-1 down. What's the B4 gonna do? It's on counter barrage or defensive artillery.
Supply sector under attack.
So that means the next time the Panzerwerfer fires, I believe it will fire a single shot in the direction of the Panzerwerfer. And while the KV-1 is going to try and brawl with a Panther, not an advisable duel.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Soviets are very tenacious though. Let me just get some water here, my throat's feeling a little bit dry. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff happening. There we go. Bring some water here. And he's having a duel here with the NKVD. And this long range, the Grenadiers might have the upper hand, I'm not sure. That's a lot of Grenadiers too, that's 10 Grenadiers behind those sandbags, MT-42 and his marksman and everything. Okay, he cancelled the return fire. And we are seeing the second Panther being prepared now by the Germans. Panther's threatening the Soviet base. One shot there from the Panther doing a penetrating shot. Conscripts trying to push up on it. Panther moving into high speed. Conscripts are gonna die there, but I don't think that's a big loss. Especially not as rifle, because your conscripts become 160 at 2 command points, so they're really cheap to just replace. Panther's just gonna keep threatening the area. I think the B4 might have to be used defensively shortly. Grenadiers making a push. Doing a push up on the Fedorov armed NKVD troops. There's only 2 of them left. NKVD motor guards also trying to hold up here with the double marksman. Here's the second Panther. There's the Panther A, so it's not the best version of it. I think the command Panther is a Panther G, which is why it's faster. A Panther is a Panther, so I think it has the same gun. Inferior mobility and armor, but it has the exact same gun, so it's still a pretty powerful cannon on it. Another KV-1. We have triple KV-1Es. That's a lot of heavy armor for the Soviet Union. Looks like the Soviets are trying to dig in for more munitions now. Makes sense, they haven't utilized the B4 yet. Needs to be very cautious about when he uses it. And well, the Panzerwerfer has just been sitting around, slowly getting kills. 37 kills actually, that's pretty good. Germans could recruit these things. Couldn't be that much big of an investment at the moment.
MG-42 turret is ready.
MG-42 on top of the Panther A, and side skirts being upgraded. You might be saving up for a third Panther. That's gonna be a lot of fuel though. 200 fuel for a Panther. That is quite costly, but the Panther is a pretty good tank. The motor guards trying to hold up here. But double Grenadiers are gonna be a lot of firepower. Man Panther on top, that's a lot of firepower. They've actually been suppressed. So good job there for those Grenadiers. Forcing the Soviets to run back again. These KV-1s are gonna have to get moving soon, I think. I think he just needs... Oh, he's actually putting defensive artillery again. He's expecting Panzerwerfer to fire, I think. Well, the second Panther is improving and advancing in the north here with the Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers have been equipped with MKBs and MF-43, so that's a lot of medium-range firepower. Ooh, we have 100mm AT gun being set up by the Soviet Union. Unique thing you can build if you're playing as artillery and as rifle. Panzerwerfer firing. And that might spurn the B4. Doesn't seem so. Not sure that defensive barrage works. It might need to be aimed at the B4 itself. Okay, one for meeting up against the Panther A. 100mm has been set up. Panther 7's gonna run back at it. Oh yeah! Really big shot. Good range too. But it needs to be replenished, I think. Panther got a penetrating shot in the KV. What are the Soviets gonna do? Oh well, I should probably ask, what are the Germans gonna do to advance? Technically, if he gets the Panthers here and moves through, I don't think the Soviets could stop a push towards their base at the moment. Because the 100mm is only up here. And the KV-1s will not win a brawl at long range against Panthers. But I think Professor could actually get a third Panther right now. That would be a lot of armor to have on the field. And the Soviets also seem to have a lot of armor today. So the Germans just can't content to dig in right now. We have more firefights somewhere because we cannot see the NKVD on the minimap. We need to keep the Soviets selected, I think, so we can tell where they are. Command Panther is still present. B4 is going to fire, I think. He definitely took aim at something. Yeah, it's fine. And now when that shot lands, that's going to do a lot of devastation if it hits anything near. Oh! Overshot a little bit, but now Professor knows the Soviets have a B4. If that thing hits anything near one of his Panthers, I believe the Panther just dies. He has to be very cautious. It will also fire 3 shells. Here comes the second one. Overshot again. The B4 is not known for its accuracy. But it is a big morale thing. Panther is not in a good position yet. He wants to close to the Panther. They're ramming! They actually rammed the Panther, destroyed the gun. Third shot immobilized the command Panther. That's gonna threaten the German front line, the German base area. It's gonna allow the Soviets to push up pretty aggressively. The Basladung on the KV. Getting destroyed. And not looking good there for the Germans. Panzer for doing close range fire. Aim for this one. Almost destroyed it. Another Panther being prepared by the Germans. Panther down here can still be repaired. One KV-1 down.
KV-1 heavy tank is on the field.
There's such a charge going on. The Soviets are still present. Oh, that's bad for the Germans. And the Germans need to push, I think. Because the longer they stay in the defensive mode now, I believe the Soviets can take advantage. Forward base preserved by the Soviets here gonna allow them to get their battle groups because they lost the one established in the civilian structure. They need to get a Pioneer. Yeah, Pioneers are rushing down to the command Panther. He still thinks the NKVD are there.
We have our reinforcements.
The NKVD ran a while ago.
The new men have arrived.
Go forward camp established, which should allow him to call in more NKVD battle groups if he wants. Only 480. That's actually not bad.
Enemy sniper!
Here's the NKVD mortar trophy. Here's the other Panther again on the field. Man Panther's also able to move again. Now the Soviets are still very open on this flank here. Of course the Germans don't know that. I think he might be a little bit of... Oh, here comes another big NKVD force. Sniper team. Double NKVD forces. Mortar as well as a Dushka. So a lot of weapons coming in at once here. Russian sniper team still present. Veteran C3 now, so they're getting the SVT sniper. That's gonna make her a lot more rapid fire. E4's almost ready to fire again, I think. At 11 seconds. 100mm is also still covering the flank there. Oh, good shot there for the KV-1, actually penetrating. That said, the Panther can penetrate a KV-1 a lot easier than the KV-1 can penetrate a Panther. Especially at range. Oh, but that was actually no penetration there from either. Oh, good penetration actually. These KV-1s are doing better than I thought. Panther for firing. The KV-1s are moving. So they avoid the worst of it. High explosive killing a squad. Nice and fouls on the rear. Oh, KV-1 got the Panther there. The Man Panther is still operational though. This is such a weird battle. I like it. We seem to get some very interesting battles in this map sometimes. It's also pretty long. I'm honestly surprised. Looks like the Panzerwerfer has become veteran C4 and staying back in the rear here. Looks like we have precision shot being prepared by the German command Panther. He needs to be cautious though. The KV-1s are nearby. Into the drive on one. No penetration there. Panzerfaust going out. But it drives out of range. Manpap has to be very cautious with his movements. The B4 is almost ready to fire again. It actually is ready. Just needs to be ordered to fire.
Ready for orders.
Well, another KV is being prepared behind this. Looks like the Communist Party is pushing everything in here. The Bolsheviks really want to keep this Crossroads. Or what's left of it. Anything to deny to the Germans, I guess. Or perhaps it's the other way around, that the Germans want to keep it and the Soviets want to take it at all costs. Who the hell knows? Check, because this recording is getting pretty long. Yeah, it's still running though. I'm glad to see that. And it's gonna take a hell of a long time to upload. KV troops being open fire on here by the Grenadiers. Smoke going up behind. Like a lot of stuff is going on right now. E4 is ready to fire, but it's not looking like it's firing on anything yet. Or KV-1E is also getting onto the front line. Oh, good grenade right there. And another Panther being prepared behind us. Oh, penetrating shot from the KV-1E. Oh, and the Man Panther is down. So the KV-1Es are really paying off for the increased armor here. Man team is still alive though, but they might be pulled off the field for a partial refund. That's just what I waited at what would happen. That's just trying to rush up through these Panzerfausts. That's not gonna work though, I think. Overall, the Germans seem to be losing a lot of ground right now. The Soviets should push. Panzer holding fire, and another Panthers on the field. Looks like the KV-1's pulling back for repairs again. More and more conscripts are being pulled up to the front line by the Soviets. Guess they want to make a big push with grenade assaults. Okay. And the command crew is nuts. Getting a new Panther. Okay, they're being utilized as as a repair team that can also call an artillery, I guess. Because these units can repair because they are a command team from a tank. But only with pistols, they're not going to do a lot of damage.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
And they're actually being pretty accurate, but then they're only fighting conscripts.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Good flanking shot there, the KV-1. Looks like it's on side of that KV. Now the Panzergrenadiers will definitely cut through these conscripts out in the open. And the conscripts not standing much of a chance here. At long range, the Panther will win engagements, I think. Both trying to get closer. There we go, one KV-1 down. B4 fired. Overshot though. Guess his target was the Panther, so the Panther has to decide where it wants to go. Looks like it's trying to pull back. Also trying to get close to use an anti-tank grenade. And there's a long range between all the shots from the B4, so there's plenty of time to move. And then the KV-1s are going in for the kill. Panther so far is... Oh, he's using smoke! That's actually very smart. Q is using the best of his abilities on his KV-1s right now. There you go, that should be all the B4 shots. That Panther is still operational. And another KV-1 coming up behind us. So many KVs. This is a very unusual battle. Like, so many marksmen have arrived here for the Soviet Union. Here comes more NKVD troops trying to get up to the front line. They're going to try and grab this Piat. There we go. Undershot. Panzer firing. Doesn't get hit too much. The Panther still has 61 kills. He's still done a good job throughout its duty here in the front line. Oh, and there goes one of the NKVD squads. Like, seriously, both sides have taken quite heavy losses on this one. .100mm opening fire. Like, supposed to be loaded from the pack here. Aim for those pioneers. Almost killing them. We need to keep those Panzergrenadiers operational though. Like, if he had the excess resource, he could try and invest in the Kampfkraft Center, get more veteran troops out immediately, but that's quite a costly investment in the 1v1. Especially if you're not able to hold the line fully. He might also be going for another Panther. Perhaps another command Panther, in all honesty. NKVD is still trying to have a duel here with the Grenadiers. If the marksman rifles do hit, I think the NKVD will win. But it looks like the Grenadiers are winning this engagement right now. Yeah, they got him. It's actually a veteran C5 Grenadier squad now with 32 kills. That's impressive. Here comes the KV-1s. And has to be very cautious. Especially because it's not actually fully repaired. Also, the KV-1 smell blood. There's actually a veteran C3 KV-1 among them. That could actually be armed with targeting optics. Which I think actually might be a good idea to give it. Oh, no penetration. Oh, and the B4 did a very close range shot. The Panther's trouble. Oh, and the KB1 speeded. Oh my. Command Panther coming up behind us. Panzerwerfer opening up. Ah, he's trying to hit the B4, isn't he? I think there's a single shell from the B4 could actually have worked there instead of all three. Everyone's being used to clear mines. High explosive shells going in. 1K1 down for the Panzerfausts. But Soviets are just getting closer and closer. Throwing grenades out the hatch. It is a heavy tank after all. There's room for it. Looks like the Soviets want to end this battle here and now. Even got the elite guards coming in. But okay, he wants to be immobilized here from Galvatlading. Oh! Oh, grenade out the hatch and killing most of the German infantry. Elite guards are being mowed down the open though from the grenadiers. And Command Panther is almost here. Got another KB1 and T-34 being prepared by the Soviet Union behind us. They're going for HQ building actually. I think he's realizing too late now he needs to destroy that building. Yep, and now it's too late. Here comes the Command Panther. Getting one good penetration right there. Going on the Cabal now. He wants to prevent more Panthers from getting onto the field. Oh, ammo rack on one. Going out another grenade. Didn't do enough. Ooh, both sides have lost practically everything. Oh my god. This is such a weird battle. Man Panther has to move quickly. The Soviets are moving quick to try and secure territory. And that squad, however, does not have any AT weapons, so need to run. These guys are still present though. They might have the Piet, but I cannot tell because they're stealthed. They don't. Oh, they do have a Piet. One grenade and a Piet shot on the Command Panther. Damaging Incendium but not destroying it. And those NKVD troops have done a lot of work. Actually killing those grenadiers.
We are suffering losses.
It looks like the Panzerhalle has been repaired again. The Germans want to keep that building up. But I think investing in perhaps Panzer IVs might be the better choice. It's also a lot more economical than just relying on Panthers. Great coming out there from the NKVD. And that's a Veteran C4 NKVD squad. Those guys are pretty damn good.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Conscripts being prepared behind this. Panzerwerfer opening fire. In for the center here. Did not hit much.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
More Panzer Grenadiers are coming onto the fields. Lots of them.
Opponents are seizing a sector.
Man Panther is trying to get prepared here.
Standing by.
And this is over an hour long already. Holy shit, the duel for this Crossroads is kinda intense. Will the B4 be used at the base next, I wonder?
Guards troops ready for
More NKVD battle groups have been called in. This time a blocking detachment, arriving with 2 Maxims. Only 2 3-man Maxim squads though, not 6-man. You still need to be cautious where you place them. And the Panther is still in a bad shape. Its engine is still destroyed. Well, not destroyed, but damaged. Oh, T-34 is going for a ram! Not too close though. Not too close, and I think the ram ran out. Command Panther still holding.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
Ooh, good smoke shell. Let's try and buy itself some time. But it goes down. So, Germans are taking out all of the Soviet tanks. So, Germans could turn this around, but the B4 might be ready shortly.
We have casualties.
All Pioneers are down, though. It's trying to prevent this Panther from getting repaired. Which is honestly not that big of a surprise, considering Mthis 3 has been remanned. And the Maxims are trying to prevent the infantry from supporting the Panzer. Well, I'm not sure what the Germans can do here. Panzer firing again. It's almost Emergency 5. Oh, good shot, destroying the Sis. Pack being spotted in the center here. Firing a high explosive. Oh, no, wait, the SEGA on cooldown. Not bad. More Pioneers called in probably to repair the Panther. More new Fontoviki being called on the field, being armed by the SVT-40s. If you're playing as Rifle Division, you actually get access to the Rifle Grenade, as you can see there. Pretty potent upgrade, actually. Not be underestimated. I think it's actually one of the better Rifle Grenades in the game. Because it fires a Russian Rifle Grenade. B4 is ready to fire. He can only fire one shot at the moment, though. He's probably waiting to get the 3-round barrage. He's probably going to fight in the area with the Panthers. If he can lock it down. Or if they can lock it down. Panzerwerfer has been very useful, though. If you get to Vertice 5, its ability should recharge much faster. Soviets still have the upper hand in numbers, though, but they are not having any tanks left. Is he going to invest in tanks, though, again, is the question. He has to... I think he has the fuel for it. Yep. So he could just, you know, focus more on vehicles again, but he might have other plans. They might have other plans, rather. F8 coming out for the Germans to deal with all the infantry. Definitely a good and economical choice. I think the F8 is a lot cheaper than the Panthers. Yeah, much cheaper. The Panthers was way too costly of an investment, I think, but it did help roll with the KV-1s for a while. But in the end, I actually think the KV-1s got the better out of those brawls. Most of the time. Command Panther moving again. E4 is aiming for the base, I imagine. But preparing to aim for the base. We're scanning the wrecks. Now that's smart. But they give him a lot of fuel because there's a lot of heavy tank wrecks around here. Oh.
Do you need something?
It's aiming. Going to get sighted, I think. And he's using KVD to scout. Now that's smart. And now it's firing. Overshot. Now the Panther knows it has to move.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Second shot coming out shortly. Oh, good shot there from the NKVD. NKVD, they might not have needed to do that because of the B4. But there is an F8. Panzerwerfer firing. Still aiming for the B4. No luck. F8 needs to see if they can take that pack somehow. Might not be an easy sell. Actually, it might actually do okay here. Yeah, it's doing pretty okay. But it's being able to pull back. Another command pad for coming out. Man, this is a long match. 1 hour and 10 minutes so far. That's much longer than I anticipated. Panzergrenadiers are trying to push up though. Germans probably realize they need to push. Or the HQ set up again, or well destroyed rather by the Stuk. Double KV-1 coming up behind. There's not a lot here to actually stop the Stuk. Here's the 100mm. And it is turning. Lost a pretty good range. Boom, good mind there.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
But Germans are just running out of troops. The Soviet attrition is working out as expected.
Ready.
So it's not pretty good at the long game, essentially, by just making the enemy run out of resources.
What do you need?
And we now have this Veteran C5 NKVD squad roaming around. They can ambush here, and they are.
Neutralizing a sector.
Taking out those Panzergrenadiers quickly. They can actually steal that MG42. But looks like that's a bad idea at the moment.
Awaiting orders.
We're trying to attack ground with the Stuk. Not a command Panther has arrived on the field though. Oh, very good shot there from the Piat. As the Piat can fire over obstacles, if you're wondering. Which can make it surprisingly good in asymmetrical terrain, like ones with a lot of buildings and sight blockers.
You need something?
Another KV-1 has arrived, the second one is also being prepared behind the line. Like we're dealing with NKVD infantry and heavy tanks just being pulled out of from the Soviets, who knows where.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Their stolen pack is still around. Because it has been, I think it has had to be recruited again, I'm not sure. Here comes the command Panther.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Good penetration there from the pack.
You have a rocket target.
83 kills on the Panzerwerfer, that's actually pretty impressive. It's actually firing. I wonder what it's aiming for this time. The pack? It still looks like it's aiming for the B4. But the B4 can just replenish because it's right next to the base.
Yeah.
This is that small of a map after all.
Heavy tank here. Ready for
This is a battle of attrition. Not a Kubelwagen with an MG42 coming out. This is a cheap vehicle with some nice supporting suppressor fire. Like it's really cheap actually. Panzergrenadiers are moving out en masse again. Yes, the Kubelwagen. The NKVD troops are still around everywhere. Also some Maxims rolling around. The one Maxim to be exact. 13 Guards veterans have arrived. Here they are. So some Fonsevica gonna try for a flank, keep an AT great. They're throwing a Molotov. Fate is ready again. These NKVD are doing a lot of damage. Oh, they only got one penetration though this time. They actually have double Piat. That's a dedicated anti-tank team then. E4 might fire. Let's see what the Kubelwagen is doing. Oh, I know why you got the Kubelwagen. It was just trying to scout out where those guys are hiding. That makes a lot of sense. The Germans are taking so many losses right now. The KV-1s are preparing to move again. The manpath has not even been fully repaired, but it has to just be out in the field. Pulling in at some artillery here. Just 10.5 centimeter basic German heavy artillery. Be from the basic German howitzer used for the Wehrmacht. That's pretty okay. Ooh, destroying the Maxim. Got a good shot then the KV, but the KV got a good shot in return. Overall, this KV-1E has been surprising me. I'm surprised the KV-1E is actually this good. Hands up for firing again. What's the aim for this time? Just a Soviet base, killing one of the KV-1s. And now it's a Veteran C5 with 103 kills. And now it recharges much faster. That's gonna be able to keep firing a lot quicker.
Ready for orders. Yes.
So the Germans are just lacking in infantry. They lack the troops at the moment to just cover the field. Like, and the Soviets mostly lacking the same, but they still have enough to compensate at the moment. Just with all the NKVD around.
We are losing a sector. We've been spotted.
Good shot there from the pack as the NKVD scout. Throwing a grenade and then opening up. But out in the open they got mowed down. And there goes the Veteran C5 one. This evade is doing a lot of damage to them. Oh my god, they're grabbing the Piats. I don't think Germans will grab the Piats much, but I'm not an expert. Here's the guards. Equipped with scoped SPT and a DPM. But against an F8 it might be a problem. Yeah, like if the F8 hits like that. Before firing. Oh, good shot. Destroying most of the German infantry instantly. Germans are going to be infantry replacements immediately. But I think the Germans need to push for the Soviet base somehow now. Promise, there's another KV-1 here. No, the KV-1 is basically out of the game. They need to focus on the other one. There's still enough NKVDs to support. The pack's trying to get on the flank here. The Stuk is actually doing pretty good. There we go, yeah. Don't underestimate the Stuk. Stuk is pretty handy. The Germans just need infantry support. That Stuk is gonna die to the pack. Oh no, it's not! But they get the Panther. Here comes the guards. The guards do use captured Panzerfausts. That's a dead Stuk, I think. Yep. A good attempt though. Panzerwerfer opening fire again.
We are suffering losses.
And Soviets actually lost their special rifle command. Wow. This battle is going down to the wire, isn't it? Like both sides have actually raided each other's base almost. Another command panther coming out. How many panthers have the Germans thrown at this crossroads? I think I should ask how many KV-1s have the Soviets pull this crossroads is also a good question. Either side wants to back down.
Yes.
But the Germans just need to get some more infantry out. Or perhaps get another Stuk. Like the Stuk F1s. Get another one to support your Panther. It seems to work out pretty damn well. Oh, but nope, we're getting a half-track with another Panzer Grenadier. That also works. But he needs to just be cautious that KV-1. But NKVD have been equipped with the PPD. Because of the PPSH, as I understand.
Structure complete.
Have to be cautious because these guards are nearby. And the guards infantry are pretty damn good. Needs to not get too close. They do have Panzerfausts. They're actually hidden.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Oh, he ordered him to hold fire. Oh, very smart.
Heavy machine gun team prepared for combat.
KV-1 is also present. And you can hear it, so he's pulling back.
Half track ready.
Man Panther should be arriving though. You can still get a Stuk F8 to support it.
Ready for orders.
And what the Panzergrenadiers are going to push northwards. Pretty smart move at the moment because the Soviets are focused on the other side.
Enemy forces.
KV-1's going to open fire though.
Sector.
100mm has been decrued.
The enemy has dealt us a blow.
Command Panther has to deal with that KV-1. That's going to have to be its focus. Another NKVD battle group called in. So many different NKVD troops.
Enemy contact.
No penetration from either side. Stuka called in. Immobilize the KV.
The mechanized assault group awaits your order.
You should probably not get too close to that point. It's about to blow. That's a munitions cache. That's pretty explosive. Yeah, all these Maxims are definitely going to be a problem. These are full man Maxims going, and yep, the munitions cache blew it up. Okay, Panther and KV-1 is still brawling. KV-1 is going to lose that fight now. There it goes. He needs to get that Panther moving, but there are these NKVD troops crawling around. These guards are ready with Panzerfaust if he gets too close. I think the Soviets have enough troops to overman them. Actually, a lot of it's not infantry though. Most of it's just support teams. But he is keeping an eye on the Panther. And the B4 could open fire. Looks like we have a 2-2-1 coming in. Oh, he's getting outflaw. Okay. To allow the it to actually capture territory. Oh, good ambush there from the NKVD again. Worked out as well as he wanted to, I imagine, but still, it was pretty decent. The B4 is still probably waiting for new orders.
The enemy is trying to destroy a structure.
Also, he's lacking munitions to use it properly. But the other NKVD squad is moving up here. But that's why he's getting the scout cars, I imagine. Also because they can capture territory now. Once this thing gets close enough, it will spot them. So I start driving towards them.
Pioneers ready for assignment.
Those NKVD troops are being very lethal. And I would not recommend going after the veterans with a scout vehicle. Oh, he is getting the 2-2-2 upgrade though. Still, it has been suppressed while it's getting the upgrade, so it's not able to fire. Even for 76 coming out for the Soviets. This is a cheaper alternative to the KV-1. I would probably have actually just recommended going for more T-34s. Because I think they're fairly cheap. And it's not that big of a difference, actually. There we go, now it's the 2-2-2, so those guards are in trouble. If the 2-2-2 could hit, it's not very veteran at the moment. Once it gets more veteran, it can get very lethal. Like if it gets veteran to 2, it can become exceptionally lethal. Just the Radpanzer though, so the 50 cal here from the Dushka can push through it. Two is trying to snipe with his autocannon. This is such a weird battle.
Now have access to a
additional battlefield
Oh,
options.
that's where they set up a new forwarding headquarters. Okay. Look at all these Maxims just covering the lines. Also, this unit has now been armed with a DPM and a Maxim Tokarev, which is the Soviets' first light machine gun. An impressive little weapon that I don't think has actually seen that much use of in the Second World War, because I think it had mostly replaced
Emplacements is under
by the
attack.
DPM at that point. Pack 40 is still around. Panzerwerfer opening fire. Probably around here. Yep, destroying the pack. And with that, the danger to the tanks is mostly gone. E4 is on the standby though.
The enemy is trying to destroy
But this is going for a Panzer March. E4 is going to go in for the kill though.
He has taken out one of our buildings.
We'll still get a flank on the Panther. Oh, the Panther backs off. There we go. 2-1 is down though.
He has destroyed one of our vehicles.
And they're still fighting. Holy shit. And Professor's holding on pretty admirably. Again, it just seems Q's not really advancing a lot. Oh, there we go, another anti-tank raid, got him. And then KVD still creep up around the battlefields. Using the smoke to the advantage. And the grades, yeah, those Panzer is in the kill zone now.
We have emergency reserves at the ready.
Almost killing both those Panzergreaves, but are they gonna get down there? Oh my god, they do. Okay, that's pretty big for Germans to keep those two squads. NKVD is pushing up though. Well, not looking good there. Another command path coming up. And this is awkward. Another 2-2-1. Not sure what this half-track aims to do with the Raketenwerfer. Or the Panzerwerfer anyway. It's something pretty good for itself. One KVD coming up. These ones do have a Piat, I believe.
The territory is in our hands.
Yeah.
Gotta go 2-2 on the field. Even go for a second 2-2 if you want.
Scout car awaiting orders.
I wouldn't actually say it's a bad idea to probably get a second one in this kind of situation. Because the Maxims don't have anything that could stop it, I think. Double T-3476 coming out. Guess they've exhausted the KV-1s.
Enemy infantry is engaging us.
They will be able to sneak while the 2-2-1 is nearby. This one is a scout vehicle, so it will spot sneaking troops. There's assist nearby though. Oh, good shot there, destroying one of the wheels.
The enemy is firing on our HQ.
Those NKV troops might die, yep.
Infantry is orders.
2-1 is not bad for this machine gun. This is will definitely get it, I think. Panzerwerfer firing.
T-34 ready for combat.
There it goes down. And the Panzerwerfer completely missed. That's pretty bad. And here's the next command panther. Looks like the B4 hit the base. Oh my, okay. I'm honestly still surprised that the Germans are still trying to fight here. And that one missed somewhat. Here comes the command panther going straight for the sis. That might be a bit too close. That's with all the conscripts. AAT grenades. And that goes. That's definitely a waste of it. How he is still fighting, I have no idea. Because he has 3 units left against the Soviets. And the Soviets could just advance across the front front line now entirely.
Scout car has
Soviets can be
arrived.
pretty good at pushing. Especially when they build up a lot of units.
We are losing a sector.
Soviets just need to be more aggressive right now with their troops. There's only Panzer ideas to stop them. And only 2 of them. Molotov going in. And high explosive killed 1 of them. Germans basically have nothing.
We're taking fire from Ivor.
Like, there's nothing left to stop the Soviet Union here.
Enemy is inflicting
I think we can see the
losses
writing on the wall. Yep, Soviets are pushing up now.
Base is under attack.
Oh, the veteran Raketenwerfer is still driving around. Panzerwerfer does not want to give up.
Standing by.
There he goes. Oh my.
Enemy is inflicting losses upon us. Their Sturmgeschütz is
Yeah, we can just see how it's happening now. Looks like it wants to fight to the end.
behind our lines.
I'm just speeding up here.
Attacked.
He's still trying to repair the base. What? Like, he's literally not giving up. That's so awkward.
Our opponents are seizing.
Here comes the KVD going in for the killing blow, I imagine.
Our brave infantry is dying.
And that goes. Let us say, that was quite awkward, but very long one. I hope you enjoyed this Duel of the Crossroads. I'll see you all in the next one, everyone. Bye-bye.